Morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Big shout out to all the boomers tuning in to this live broadcast. The markets, the fiat markets, are witnessing what appears like a complete collapse out there. Market collapse. Will Bitcoin survive? Bitcoin's under pressure, dropping a lot over the weekend and continuing to fall as the entire market appears to be liquidating right now. It looks like oil has crashed to about $30 a barrel. The futures are looking bad. I'm even getting word that they halted trading, temporary trading in the New York Stock Exchange. I'm not sure if it's resumed or it's not or what's going on, but it's a bloodbath out there. I need you touching the buttons, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word that we spread here every single day. Legacy market is done for, says Jojo Wave. Digital Gold says he's seeing red. Lucian says Bitcoin will always survive. Everything's falling. Cash Couch is here. Good day. And Jojo, once again, we'll talk about all that's going on. I told you as we entered the weekend last week, I said expect some pressures on the crypto. Crypto held pretty well last week as the markets were under turmoil, but I told you guys, keep an eye on it. A lot of people's margins are being called out there in the legacy markets, and they're going to need to cover their assets using something else. It's going to be from BTC, from crypto, from even gold. So I would even expect gold prices to be under pressure now. The hard assets, the gold, and even BTC, I would expect to maintain value better than some of the stocks and bonds out there that are completely being obliterated. But they're going to be under pressure, and I expect everything to go down right now. Everything is going to go down right now. I'm even seeing gas is about to go under $2 a gallon. Just passed by a gas station. It was almost like $2.10, $2.11. So yeah, expected as the trade war between Saudi Arabia and Russia, as far as this oil ramps up. And I told you guys, they're using Corona as a scapegoat. They're going to blame everything on Corona. And it is what it is, guys. So hopefully you're prepared. We'll be talking about what you should be doing, preparing for this incoming financial collapse. Everybody, getting alcohol, but I don't think anybody's realized you need to go to the ATM and get some cash, okay? Because there may not be any cash at your local bank if this keeps up. Let's go ahead and check out the markets. Let me show you my screen over here. Boom, boom, boom. You can see Bitcoin under pressure and at $7,700. It held up pretty well. And, Bitcoin's supposed to be the opposite of the markets. But, guys, at this point, Bitcoin is just a blip in the radar as to what's happening in a big, large scale. There's trillions and trillions of dollars out there that are under pressure. And this is what's going to happen, in my opinion. All the assets are going to go down in price. Now, the question is, which one are going to maintain their value more than others? And I would still suspect crypto to hold on better than some of these markets. You're looking at the oil markets right now getting completely obliterated out there. I told you last week I wouldn't be surprised if we go down to like 20-something a barrel, and we're almost there the last time I checked. Let's go ahead and run down the legacy markets. We'll talk about the Bitcoin markets. We'll talk about how we should prepare or not. What should we be expecting? And it's definitely, I'm not going to use the word exciting, but it's definitely interesting of what's going on now. Most of the boomers out there, my understanding is, most of the cryptomaniacs are not vested in the legacy financial system like some of the normies are, the wage slaves. But I know a lot of them still are. Now, the cryptomaniacs may not be as much under pressure because they've already, been out of the market. I know the champ really doesn't have money in the market like that, but everybody's about to be impacted. Supply chains are obviously already impacted, and I would expect more pressure. So buckle up, boomers. Let's see who's really the men. We're going to separate the men from the mice here, the pits from the poodles, the victors from the victims. It's about to happen right now. Smash the like button, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. It's getting interesting out here. Digital Gold said 10% drop in 24 hours. Hold on tight. Strap it up out there, guys. Strap on your safety belts out there. Mr. Meat Truck says, morning, everyone. 76.90. The knife is falling. How far would it go? Listen, Bitcoin's never been around in a complete market collapse. Bitcoin emerged out of the last financial collapse as a promise to save everybody. And I've been telling you guys, it's not going to save everyone. It may maintain value better than other assets. But Satoshi, come on. Who funded Satoshi, guys? You think really he's coming to save you guys? Or Satoshi, the alternative that the banks made up already knowing that they were about to crash the economy sooner than later? Okay? Let's go ahead and check out the legacy market summary out here and give you the rundown. It's a bloodbath. It's a bloodbath out there. I'm glad that myself is not very invested in the legacy system, but the middle class, the 401ks, the pensions out there, they're about to get wiped out. Boomers. It's not looking good. Oil coming down hard. BTC going to dump over the next 2 months. I'm seeing 5,800, says Copy. Listen, I said this last week. I'm expecting the cryptos to be under pressure. Nothing right now is safe. It is what it is, guys. Big head and shoulders scene. I do expect the price of Bitcoin to be under pressure. I don't know how low it's going to go, but it ain't going up. And the halvening is not going to save everybody right now. So, buckle up out here. Your indices are looking like a bloodbath. Red across the boards. The S&P is down 6.2%. The Dow's down 6.5%. I believe that they have they shut down if things move more than 5% in a day. I think that they shut down momentarily. If someone can verify that. Crude oil is down 18% in 24 hours. This is you're looking at the oil markets collapsing here. I'll expect this thing to go down lower, and it is what it is. And we've known that the oil prices have been manipulated, and it's funny bunny, and these people have been pumping this thing, guys, like no other. They want to lead you to believe that oil is somewhat of a limited resource. I don't believe it. These guys, they've been finagling with these prices for a while, and I think that they could enter this price war, and they can go lower. Their cost is probably like $20, maybe even less, and they've been sitting on a lot of supply. So, Cash Couch says time to start buying. I disagree. I'm going to be honest with you. I think right now the knife's still falling on all markets, and I'm going to keep an eye out, before I start going into any market right now. I'm not even buying into BTC right now. It's hold your horses. I would say, guys, make sure, okay, for everybody out there looking for a hand sanitizer or surgical mask, guys, they still got you looking at one way with something else is happening in the background. What you should be stocking up is cash, okay? At this point, the banks are not looking good. Okay, forget about your alcohol and your surgical mask. Do you have cash? Okay, that's the truth. Do you have cash? Because you may show up to your ATM in a couple of weeks and they'll say, "Guys, we ran out." So you know what it is. I find that more important as a storm supply, having a little cash on hand than even some alcohol. Like I said, this Corona thing, guys. I told you, look out for it. And it's being used as the scapegoat, and whether it's real or it's not, it's going to continue to put pressure. I think that this was, part of the design, if you ask me personally, that, eventually they're going to have to pull the plug. And notice how all the leaders of all the whole world seems to be in line with this. Went to the bank today and their ATM was down, had to go inside. There you go, main event. I'm calling it now. Listen, guys, make sure you have a little cash on you. Okay, Bitcoin's not going to help you out. Bitcoin's not going to get you some food if the banks and your debit card's not working. Okay, make sure you have some cash, and everybody's out there trying to get bleach. And guys, you don't need bleach. You don't need alcohol. Get some white vinegar. It's effective and it's natural disinfectant. And make sure you have a water filter. But most importantly, make sure you have cash on hand, because what's more intimidating, in my opinion, than the coronavirus is the weakness of the banks right now. It's looking real weak. Let's continue to run down the numbers here. Indice S&P there at 2789, Dow at 24,242, and you got crude oil now at $33 a barrel. And you can see down the line, gasoline's down as well. I told you, I just saw the gas station. I just drove by less than an hour ago, I would say, and it's almost at $2. Currencies are going up. That's why, because everybody's cashing out. Right now, the currency's going up because people are cashing out. They're getting out of oil. They're getting out of these stocks. Everybody wants out. They want money. They want cash on hand. And that's why the value of the cash is going up. So everything's being liquidated now. I told you guys. They told you that BTC was going to save you. I told you guys I wasn't so sure. Okay? Don't panic, folks. Have some paper heads that I washed them with alcohol. What'd you say? Wipes before I put them in the wallet. Yeah, I mean, listen, as far as the virus and all that, that to me, I'm more concerned about how the ignorant herd of sheeple is going to react to all this stuff that's going on. I don't think most people really get what, if the supply chain's not running, if the oil prices are collapsing, the 10-year yield is at 0.51, which is better than it was this morning because I saw it at 0.46. But it's looking bad. So, you want to have some cash on hand. You want to have some cash on hand, and that's what it is. I bought 91% alcohol and shelf-stable protein, getting cash now. Thanks for the heads up, says Tammy Faye. Yeah, I mean, look, as far as the virus, guys, I'm not, like I said, I'm not even intimidated of the virus. I don't know anybody that knows anybody that's, impacted about the virus, but the fear is definitely real. And forget about just throw the virus out the window. Look at the markets, guys. Forget about the virus. Look at your pockets. And that's, to me, more of a concern. You should be putting a surgical mask on your bank account, really. That's what is going on. Forget the surgical mask. You need alcohol for your debit card. Saudi-Russian price war sends oil and stock markets crashing. Exactly. We're talking about it right now. And you could see the active gainers and losers in the stocks, of course. Even the pharmaceuticals have lost even. Let's see who's the gainers today. Spherix up 150%. AIM, Immunotech. So still some, biochemical industries are up. But, losers, I don't know if I know any of these stocks. Matador, Patterson, Sundance Energy, Diamondback, Sionovus Energy. That could be due to the oil prices. And then, of course, the cryptos are down. Listen, cryptos are not immune. They wanted to sell you the cryptos like it's completely separate and it's not going to be impacted by the markets. Guys, it's all one big system. Okay, it's all one big system. And, the same people that can manipulate the big system, they can manipulate the crypto system. I told you guys, it's only like $250 billion. Don't believe that Satoshi's Santa Claus and that he's going to save everybody. People out there telling me, no, it's that champ ETH DeFi. It's going to change the guys. ETH DeFi is not going to do nothing right now. Okay, now you do want to hodl, you do want to hold on to the cryptos because I believe that that's the next phase after perhaps this whole thing is going to go to shit. They may even take cash out. I don't know how bad it's going to get, but we're dealing with the same powers that be that faked the moon landing, that had their hands on 9/11, that had their hands behind JFK and more. So if you don't think these guys are twisted and they got plans for the long term, then guys, wake up. Toshi Claus comes in March. Don't you know? That's right. No bottom in sight. Exactly. I don't see any bottom right now in any market in sight. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how far it's going to go down. And I would expect BTC to find some sort of support. But, right now everybody wants cash on hand. It's the bottom line. Guys, if your debit card's not working, what do you think? You're going to go to the store and get supplies with Bitcoin? With your ETH DeFi smart contract? Guys, come on. Okay, make sure you have some cash on hand just in case. And that's what it is. Toshi Club, though, we read that. Champ tells the truth. I try to keep it honest. I try not to lie out there, guys. Cash, the David Couch, he just gave me $2. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate you. 2 USD. I need to get it in cash. I need to get it in cash. Yeah, at this point, guys, cash is still running the show out here so far. I mean, at least for the short term. Tell you that much. At least the short. Go show up to your local Target and tell them that you got a ETH DeFi smart contract that you're hodling and see if they sell you some alcohol or something, guys. Come on. Okay, and that's not to say I'm not holding on to the cryptos because they're looking better than these stocks, these bonds. But Coinbase, CC, or Crypto.com all the way. LOLs, right. So, there you go, guys. Let me go ahead and show you my screen out here, and let's run down the crypto prices as the markets are tanking. I don't see any relief in sight. They're going to continue to inflate this. I would say they're going to slash the rates, and there's going to be dips, dives, peaks, and valleys. At some point, this thing is going to go up a little bit, but to me, it's I would expect this market to get slashed. I don't even know if we're going to go into depression. It could be, to a recession. It can go from this straight to a straight up depression out here, and it's not even the champ trying to FUD it out or nothing. I think we've known for a while, okay, that this system is funnier than the funniest bunny. So I think most of the crypto maniacs are sitting okay. Some think safe havens will also drop so people can cover losses, but I'm no expert. I was saying that safer havens like gold, silver, the metals, even real estate, cryptos, I would say everything is under fire right now. Champs, we should be more positive. I think we're being realistic. I'm not, at the end of the day, I think that you got to call it for what it is. The legacy system is funny bunny, guys. Okay. I could try to be positive and lie about it, but I'm not going to lie to the boomers. It's funny bunny. And sooner or later, the house of cards will fall down. Will it happen this week? It may go another 10, 20 years. I don't know. But we could agree that the system's funny bunny. Now, as far as crypto, I think that crypto's going to stick around. But in the short term or even the midterm, it's going to be under pressure, as are even the hard assets like gold. Below 4K, I will start to rub my hands and take a position, says Digital Gold. Right now, I think the bottom is 67, 66. And if it goes under that, then we're going to have to readjust. Let's leave it at 65. I think we went down to 65 when we had major pressure on Bitcoin not too long ago. But, we weren't in a global recession and people weren't strapped for cash. Okay. Long-term Bitcoin will be king. Short-term doesn't matter. I think short-term does matter for some people that, need to have supplies and, they need to get things, so, short-term, just have some cash on hand. And that cash may not, be around next year, 2 years if they say coronavirus is on it. I don't know. But, long-term Bitcoin will be king. I don't know. But I think that long-term Bitcoin will be around. Crypto will be around. And I still think crypto will be the top performing asset next to all these other assets. But I think on average, things are going to go down. That's no FUD. It's just being realistic. I said it last week. I said expect even cryptos to be under pressure. They held up pretty good there at 9,000. And, I put it this way. If everything goes to shit, I still think that Bitcoin will lose less than all these other markets. So if you're holding the Bitcoin bag, you're going to lose less, is my opinion. No one knows where it's going to go. I could be completely wrong. Do we think this is the start of an economic transition similar to the 70s when we got off the gold standards? Lots of shortages then didn't call it a transition. It may be. We've been poised for this setup, and I've definitely felt it coming for a while. And I think people in the space that have been in the game, especially the day one crypto maniacs, that they got into Bitcoin not to become rich or anything. They got into it because they saw the flaw of the fiat system and they saw the hope in Bitcoin. Now, whether that hope is legit or not, that's not the topic of discussion. I just feel like those guys, they already started to feel that there was something funny bunny and that the system will eventually start to change, as it has been. Okay. BTC is still speculative. We got some time until it's a safe haven asset like gold. That's just me, though. I have no crystal ball. I agree. I still think that BTC is somewhat speculative, especially at the market cap that it's at right now. Just for Bitcoin, it's 141 billion, and you're looking at market cap for all of crypto, 221 billion. That's still a blip in the radar. I think that they can inject like $1 billion to $10 billion a day. The Fed could buy this thing in a second, guys. So, Bitcoin's still there, and I think it's going to hold and everything, but it's not as big as a deal as all the other stuff going on right now. But it's here to stay. I'll tell you that much. All FUD or not, Bitcoin is going to stay around, is what my prediction is. Dollar has been weakening against the yen. Yes, I saw the dollar or the yen value was like 105 or 106 compared to the dollar. So yeah, there's up a little bit. Now let's see what happens to the fake Bitcoin SV. I have no idea, but I don't see anybody using the fake Satoshi coin or anything like that. Below 4K, I will start rubbing my hands. We read that. Okay, so let's go down the markets here. Do I have my screen up? Yeah, I do. Okay, Bitcoin there at 77, Ether at 196, dropping under 200. If you could see right now, a lot of the altcoins are losing faster than Bitcoin. So a lot of the altcoins are being liquidated into Bitcoin, and then the Bitcoin's being sold. Ripple at 20 cents, Bitcoin Cash at 261, getting slammed. Satoshi Vision at a 191, Litecoin at $47. Ooh. EOS at $3, Binance at 16, Tezos at 236, Chainlink at 386. Wow, Chainlink is almost a number 10 coin. Cardano at 3 cents, almost 4. Leo at 99 cents, Stellar 4, and Tron at 1. Check the Steam price. Let me check it out. Yeah, why not check out the Steam price? You know I'm a Steamosaurus. Why not? Nice. It's up against Bitcoin a lot today. Very interesting. Link price is still decent. Now, look, considering, the bloodbath that's going on and the pressure is going on, I expect things to liquidate. We're still up from all-time high, from the year-to-date, excuse me. But I don't think we're out of we're not out under from under the pressure out here. So, while we may see some green at some point this week, I don't know. I think it's still too uncertain. I would expect, the global uncertainty to continue to hold or rise now that there's going to be more coronavirus tests out there. So you're probably going to get more people reporting. My understanding is that there's over 100,000 infections, and how many deaths has there been? Like 500 or I don't even know. But again, it's not even the corona, guys. I think they're just blaming it on the corona. Obviously, there's people with the flu out there, and everybody's overreacting, and the market's going off the cliff. And this is, by design. The market will be like this. I like that, CryptoZilla with the memes. That's definitely a spicy one. Did Stream crash? I thought you meant Steam. No, Steam. I mean, everything's down. I would say everything's crashing right now, but Steam's holding well against the price of Bitcoin. Let's move over to the price of Bitcoin and see which altcoins are holding up. Chainlink. Wow, Chainlink's still performing well. Leo's all right. Let's see who the real winners here when the altcoins are. And we'll check out our community portfolio as well. Obviously, all the stable coins are up because people are cashing out. Steam is doing all right. Very interesting. And so is Augur. Market shakeup. Exactly. Lovely. Let's go ahead and take a peek at DLive so you guys can see some of the memes that our crypto bro, CryptoZilla, is sharing over there on DLive. Follow me on dlive.tv/championcrypto. And you can see some of these spicy memes here. He always has good memes. Throw you that Rambo. So let's look at the price of Bitcoin once again at 7,700. Wow. Let's look at the year-to-date chart. Year-to-date chart still looks okay. I mean, it's still not, it's not as good as it used to look. We started off the year around, let's say 7,000. We boomed up to 10.5 about, and now we've been down. Let's look at the 3-month chart. Right now, guys, I think we got to maintain above, let's say, 66. Let's look at the 6 month. Yeah, these are the bottoms right here. 65. If we could stay above 65, it's still favorable for Bitcoin. If we go below 65, which is possible, okay, then expect pressure down to the 5,000s, maybe even down to the 4. We went down to 3,000 at one point, and that's not off the books. I'll tell you that much. Let's look at the 1 year chart. Look, about last year in March, we were at about under 4. We could easily go back to the $4,000 range in the short term. How's this halvening going to play out, though? Let's see. How far are we going to be able to go with this halvening? And I'll tell you that much. I don't even see it going past 12 at this point, especially if we take a pull back. I don't know how much hype is going to drive the market right now, especially in these global uncertain times. And it's funny because usually Bitcoin performs well when there's global uncertainty, but right now the uncertainty is just way too high. 76.84. Kaboom, I'm a buyer at these levels, says Niagara. They're not all that bad. I personally, I'm going to be honest with you, I would wait a little bit. To me, I mean, although, you got to buy the blood. Right now, it's just so uncertain. I can't call it. It's not every day or year that you see the fiat system take such a hit, and you just don't know what's going to happen. And again, my play is just to have a little cash on hand as a storm supply, really, and wait it out. Really, wait it out. At some point, it has to hit the bottom. I don't know how far it's going to go. I mean, it can turn into a complete depression worldwide, and the banks can completely shut down. Or not. Either way, Bitcoin's here to stay. And I think most of the boomers here in the population of the chat box will do well mid to long term, including the champ. Copy says, Niagara, I would wait. I mean, that's my opinion. Again, no one knows. I mean, I'm not out here giving financial advice. I'm sure some people pulled the trigger already. But I don't see this. Now, if you're DCAing and this is the time for you to buy, then go ahead. I mean, that's the whole thing. You're supposed to DCA and buy regardless of the price if you're doing it on an average of every few days or every few weeks or months. Champ, you see the head and shoulders, right? Yeah, look at the last pump to 10.5. Yeah, this is the 1 year chart. Let's go back to the 1 month. And then Brave Browser giving me ads all day long. Let's see how many people are online watching right now. I'll go back to my dashboard here. I'm multi-streaming with Restream.io, and I like the service, so shout out to them. Make sure you watch this on DLive instead of YouTube. I'm going to do a lemon redistribution towards the end of this broadcast. Shout out to CryptoZilla that donated me 10 lemons. XPO 10 lemons, Digital Gold 10 lemons on dlive.tv/champagne crypto. If you see, I'm going to go ahead and click on the treasure chest and add 50 more lemons into the chest. And then in a little while, we'll redistribute it to the most active users over there in that chat box. So there's an incentive for you to be using DLive instead of YouTube. Okay, guys? Kapoof. Yeah. So, the guys... someone said, Champ, you got to be a little more positive. Listen, I would say that I'm one of the most positive YouTubers out there in the crypto space. And I'm just calling it where I see it, guys. There's a possibility we may go down. The markets, the fiat system's looking bad and everything is going to be affected and impacted by it. Now, to keep things positive, because I am positive, I think that crypto is going to lose less than most of the other asset classes. But it's going to lose at some, it already has. It already has lost. So, how far could it go? I have no idea. But, I would say $4,000-$5,000 is not completely off the table. We've been there before just last year. So don't freak out. We've definitely weathered the storm. If this thing goes to $3,000-$4,000, we've been there before. We've navigated those waters. We will survive out there. Crypto will lose less. I believe that, Niagara. But just to be rational and forthright with everyone, expect stormy waters everywhere. There's going to be storms everywhere. Yeah, if you need a positive spin, watch the MSN. Yeah, watch Kramer. He says that he's buying the dips or something, you know. But I'm still positive about a Bitcoin. I'll tell you this: I'd rather have more Bitcoin than stocks and bonds. But you need some cash though, and that's as a storm supply. Not that the cash is going to be, you know, you need some here, you know, close to you, so you don't have to worry about the ATM. Guys, you know, just think about how the mainstream is. The herd, the sheeple, they easily get spooked, and they can easily get scared, and they can easily turn into their flight mode, and they could be a run on the banks, guys, and then you don't have any cash, okay? And it is what it is. I don't think, you know, it's World War III, or, you know, it's not Walking Dead, but you just got to be prepared. That's all. And again, most of the crypto maniacs are doing good because they're not vested so heavily in the legacy financial system. But, you know, some of these normies out there, their 401ks are getting liquidated. The middle class is getting, like Manarino says, fleeced. And I've mentioned Manarino a few times here because I would say he's one of my favorite tubers when it comes to the legacy system. Gregory Manarino, shout out to him. And he's been keeping it 1,000. Collapse is coming, says Derek. The collapse is happening. Shlomo says, poor sheeple don't see what happens. They are selling for less and the rich are buying them for cheap. Yeah, the thing is that some people out there, they need some cash. Most normies don't even use cash. That's true. But, you know, I guess, you know, I'm equating cash with them cashing out into their bank, but the bank may not even work. So you want to have some cash on hand, you know, just for some supplies. I mean, you go to the Target now, you can't even buy alcohol. So, you know, in a few weeks, you may go to the ATM and they may have ran out of cash. Yeah, they're relying on cards. And this could be by design. I don't know how ruthless their plan is, the specific plans. But like I said, again, guys, these are the same people behind all the false flags and whatnot. So, you mean, don't put it past them. They'll put the pedal to the metal, and they'll inflict pain if they have to. Show me your cheap BTC, please, says Niagara. There you go. Damn, reading the mainstream fake news. Yeah, they're trying to mitigate the losses, I guess, by saying everything is going to, you know, be okay. By when there's blood in the street, it's like the world will come to an end. Says Shlomo, and by when the blood in the street, says like Weed TV. Yeah, normally that's the right thing, but I still think that the blood is still spilling. The blood is still spilling. I don't know how far this is going to go. Tyler says, I agree. I do think they're using coronavirus as a scapegoat. Yeah, I've been saying this for a while now. To roll out plans they had for us well in advance. I think so. Problem, reaction, solution. I've been calling this for a while, and Tyler agrees. And it's not just me, guys. I'm not, you know, it's not that I had the specific revelation. I'm one of the several that saw this coming, not only in this box, but in the community. Cryptozilla with the little goat or the little sheep. I can't tell. Was that a lamb? I'm not a good farmer. Coronavirus is a scam. It's just fucking cold. Yeah, I mean, it could be a bad flu, you know. I'm sure the virus exists, and you know, it's a bad flu, and some people get, you know, sick out there. It's nothing new, guys, you know. But these markets are something, you know. We need to put surgical masks on our debit cards, really. Yeah, cash is king right now, Champagne. I agree, Blades. I agree. Right now, cash is look at the currency; it's going up. Like we says, get rid of the boomers. I'm sure you're talking about the age, not the crypto boomers. Like Weed TV, I like it. That's a nice meme. Is it being showed right now? Is my screen being showed now? With this guy with a monkey on his shirt. That's funny. We got 9 people on D Live. Since we got 9 people on D Live, I'm gonna do a lemon distribution right now to make it fun. So head over there to dlive.tv/champagne crypto. Let me link this in the chat box right now. Hopefully you're already a member of the platform so you could participate in this lemon distribution that we're about to do. Niagara Gardner says he's been dollar cost averaging since spring 2017, stack every 3 to 4 days. Then you're good, Niagara. You're all good. You're fine. You know. Nothing to worry about. Two things that will crash this year is the housing market and Binance. Ooh. That's Binance is I like Binance, and they're a strong crypto, but there comes a time that every asset's going to get hit. Lemon's got that vitamin C now. We need it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and distribute the vitamin C, CryptoZilla, with the Jedis. All right, we got 10 people on D Live. Let's go. Let's touch these buttons. I'm going to click distribute rewards, and the most active users in the chat box will get in line, or the system will randomly choose one of them to distribute these lemons. Again, this is just a feature of D Live that I find entertaining. So let's go ahead and touch these buttons. Share your memes. I'll start off with sharing the "How dare you" meme, which is entertaining. I'll drop a bomb. Let's distribute these rewards in 30 seconds. "20 seconds, guys. Make sure you click claim rewards on D Live. 10 seconds, guys. Let's go. 5, 2. The lucky followers today are Digital Gold and XPO 391. Digital Gold got 32 lemons. XPO got 19. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. Shout out to Zilla, XPO, and Digital Gold. They were active in the chat box. Digital Gold gave 10 but received 32. XPO gave 10 but received 19. So you guys are in the green today. And thank you to CryptoZilla for participating, and everybody else there in the chat box. I appreciate you maniacs. See, let me check the chat box over here. Good thing about this negative fear mongering is that the insta-thotties are slowing down. Gas is cheap, and you can get Bitcoin for cheap. There you go. Listen, during a recession, there's always someone that's going to gain. So we got to look for these opportunities. Call it for what it is. I'm not out here trying to create a panic or, fudding. I'm just calling it for what it is. It's going to get stormy. Okay. It's going to get stormy. Don't get mad at the guy that tells you that the storm's coming. And when the storm shows up, it's not his fault. Don't shoot the messenger. It's going to get stormy. Just be ready. But the storm will blow over, and there will be some opportunities. And if you guys aren't freaking out there, you guys may be able to identify some of these opportunities. You could start off by stopping the porn, eating right, and getting your mind correct, so when those opportunities do present themselves, they don't pass you by. Thanks Champagne Lemon Heads, says Digital Gold. Like Weed TV, sharing the memes. Gonna get my Stormy Daniels prepared. Says I like that. Get your Stormy Daniels out there, boomers. Get your Stormy Daniels. Dito D just dropped me 100 lemons. Thank you, Dito. I just did a redistribution right now, so thank you, Dito. I'm getting closer and closer to these 200, and I'll get the features up when I can. Thank you so much, Dito. He's been dropping me lemons. Gold is money. Everything else is credit. There you go, Deedle. Gold is money. That's true. CZ will end up in jail or banned from most countries soon, says Like Weed TV. I don't know. I mean, I know some people are, completely against Binance, but listen, let's not talk about if Binance is funny bunny or not. The funny bunny is really the legacy system that's, been, built on a lie for I don't know how long. So, I'm not even, Binance may or may not be funny bunny, but what we know is that, the legacy system is what's running funny bunny. So I'm not so concerned with CZ. I'm more concerned about putting a surgical mask on these banks. Thank you again, Deedle D, for the 100 lemons. Boom, boom, boom. Been on for about 40 minutes, guys. I'll take a few more comments and questions. Expect the prices to be under pressure. You can see the price of Bitcoin there falling like a knife, 76.37. How low will it go? I have no idea. I see right now a support level around 66, 67. We can call it 65 to be safe. Such a great discount to get better position and stock up on the crypto portfolio. Indeed. I just don't know how far it's going to go. I wouldn't try to catch a falling knife. I would wait till things kind of stabilize. But the opportunities with good prices are starting to present themselves. Now, the question is, how much disposable capital do you have to get into these things? Diamonds on my neck says digital gold. Such a great discount. We read that, Slobos. And the rest of the boomers are out there, guys. I'll take a few more comments and questions. Just my advice is, hold on to the assets that are good. Not these funny bunny futures and derivatives. And, I don't like those. I obviously, I'm still a crypto maniac. I think BTC is the king of cryptos, obviously, and it's going to hold up better than most of these coins. Chainlink is doing well, but I'm not convinced. Chainlink, to me, hasn't been around long enough for me to call it like safe haven or anything. To me, it's still a speculative asset that is performing like a slugger, though. Let me be honest. Like Weed says, I wouldn't buy any Bitcoin or only ETH, and Link says, like Weed. I like them all. I like BTC, ETH, and Link. And I've been saying all last week that I still think ETH is undervalued. ETH is going to have its time. DeFi is going to have its time. But like this week, it's not the time for it. We got to get through this depression or recession or whatever is coming or whatever is here. And we need to get past the halvening before we really see ETH move. Now, Link is still there, But I'm still weary about Link because it's close to its all-time highs. So I'm not chasing down Link, but, it's certainly looking great. Yeah, DeFi, guys, I think the time for DeFi is going to come soon. We just got to wait for, we got to pass these hurdles. We got to pass this corona, this market sell-off, this Bitcoin halvening, and I think ETH will be up next, and it's going to do good, but it's not ready yet. At least now, not in the short term. It's not ready as far as its capitalization. Its market, no, it's not ready as far as its utilization capacity, and it's not ready as far as the time right now because all focus is on something else. So, yeah, keep an eye. Bitcoin, I would expect it to fall slower. Right now, it's a falling knife. We got to see where it's going to stabilize at. Hopefully, it could stabilize above 67 or 65. To me, that would be a good sign. But at this point, we're entering territory that, Bitcoin really hasn't been in before. Bitcoin hasn't been in a climate where the fiat system is looking like a complete meltdown. Two more months until halvening. Patient game seems is the key. Yeah, we're going to see an upside. Obviously, the halvening will trigger some buys, but how far is it going to take it? I mean, I doubt we're going to go to all-time highs. I even doubt we're going to go to 12,000. My target right now for this halvening will be somewhere around above 10,000. And I've been saying, I would just like to see Bitcoin conquer 10K and hold 10K for some time. And I think that will positively impact, the other blue chip cryptos like ETH and even Link. Poor alts getting para crushed. Thank God I have everything in Bitcoin after this fear mongering. Crypto will do good. I agree. Like Weed says, 10 to 12K after halvening is my target. I would say, that we're going to reach a high before the halvening, maybe like a month or 3 or 4 weeks before, and then it's going to sell off. And then sometime after the halvening, we should find, a new price. But yeah, I'm looking at, the high associated with this halvening event is between 10 and 12. I would agree with that. But we may even see that before, I don't know. Or maybe both. Before there'll be a sell-off and then it'll go back to it. I don't know. Niagara says he wouldn't mind some $2 Linkies. Yeah, Linky, it's been doing all right. It's been doing all right, but let's call Link for what it is. It's just an ERC20 token, guys. Okay? It's just an ERC20 token, guys. Everybody's erect about Link and it's been doing good, but you got to ask yourself, how far could it go? All these shit tubers that say 500K are bad tubers. It's not even tubers. Like, there's people in the major crypto influencers that have said these crazy prices too. I mean, like, come on. Digital Gold says another ERC20. Guys, Link is an ERC20 token. So don't, I mean, come on. It's an ERC20. And it's performing well, and you know, thumbs up, but I'm not throwing the whole bag on Link. The halvening will not save the price. I think we'll be at near lows, probably in the 6K range. I agree. I don't think the halvening is going to save the price. You know, best we can hope for right now is a little bit of positivity because of the halvening. But on the other end, you have so much uncertainty right now that it's hard to call. Chainlink staking will be around soon, says Like Weed. Yeah. CryptoZilla says it's not an ERC20. Is it not on the, isn't it an Ether token? Isn't Link an Ether token? Isn't Binance an Ether token? The last time I checked, or do they have their own chain now already? The Link token is an ERC677. Okay, well, I've never even heard of ERC677. My understanding is that it's an Ether token, and I know there's different types of Ether tokens, but ERC677 is something I haven't heard of. CryptoZilla says it's a unique ETH token. Okay, fine. ERC 20677. The point I'm trying to say is it's still an ETH token. It's still under that ecosystem. That could be good. It could be bad. It's something to consider. That's all I say. In 5 years, Bitcoin will be 77K. Then I'm cool. I don't know. I don't know where it's going to be in 5 years. Hopefully more than it is now, though. All tokens will end up using Chainlink services, not only ETH. That's been the promise. That's been the promise. Again, that's speculation. It's been the promise. And so far, it's been looking great. Guys, don't act like Champagne didn't tell you about Link when it was 30 cents. You know, people come into the box like Champ doesn't know what's going on. I've been out here and I told you guys about Link when it was 30. 30 cents, guys. ETH is a great ecosystem to build on. I don't know. You know, I don't know if it's great or not, but I'll tell you it has a lot of attention. It has the first mover advantage. Rev says BTC 10, then I might buy some. I don't know if they're ever going to go that low. Only Link has ERC677 status, but it works similar to ERC20 for people buying hodling. Yeah, the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, it's nevertheless, it is a ETH token. So something to consider. Like we says, I wish I was in at 30 cents. Yeah, we got some at 30 cents even for a community portfolio. We ended up selling around 3 something, which was a good profit. And since then it went down after we sold. It went down back to like $2 and change. It stayed around there for a while. Then it boomed again. We didn't catch the second boom. And here it is now at $4 and change. It's close to its all-time high. And it may continue to go. Right now, you know, I'm not entirely focused on Link, but I have nothing bad to say about it. It's the most memed out token in all of the internet, that's for sure. And it has a strong community. Shout out to Digital Gold. Carla Mang says Link token is an Ethereum token. Yeah, we know that. We're saying that. Making sure data. I know it's an oracle for all the we know. We've been in Link since, I don't know how many times I have to repeat it. Isn't the most meme token the Doge token? Not as of late. You know, ain't nobody memeing Doge now. I mean, at one point, yeah, it started as a meme coin, but right now, the number one meme coin in all the forums in the space is still Link. It's been for at least a year or two. Doge, it was at one point, and you know, who's really into Doge lately and still around and stuff, but. And then the Corona token, I don't even care about those novelty coins. $7,700 on Bitcoin, guys. I'll take a few more comments and questions. It's my lunchtime. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my food. It's important you eat well, you drink some clean water, and have some cash on hand just in case. You know, And don't worry about the alcohol and the surgical mask. You could do well with just clean water and some vinegar. I think it's more important to have some cash than it is on some other supplies because people are idiots, guys. There may be a run on the banks because people freak out. On that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and tune this down. Shout out to everybody on YouTube and DLive. We got about 10 people on DLive right now, another like 30 people on YouTube. Stay strong out there, guys. I would expect some more downward pressure. The legacy system may completely collapse. That's why you want to have some cash. Bitcoin could go down further along with some of the other coins. But ultimately, like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, I think that even if everything goes down, all the assets go down, including metals and crypto, the question is what is going to retain its value the most? And I still think, in my opinion, that crypto will maintain value better than any other asset class in the next couple of years. The only one I'm looking at is maybe gold, But right now, everything else is under fire. I got BTC. I'm safe. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say you're safe because you got BTC, but, it seems like you're safer than, holding, oil stocks right now. What retains its value the most? Guns and food. Yeah, I mean, we've already talked about having the food ready, and as far as the ammo, not everywhere in the world are they privy to get ammo, but if you got it, you got it. But what's more important is getting clean water, getting good food, and obviously you want to protect yourself. And again, I'm not expecting The Walking Dead, but people act like idiots out there, so you want to make sure you're saving yourself time and you're saving yourself a headache, and you're just ready. I'm in Canada. We got enough water here. There you go. That's it. Just make sure you got a good water filter. That's all it is. Get yourself a good water filter and you're good. You don't even got to go to the store and buy water. I've always mentioned the Berkey filter. I had like a link for it or something. I lost the link. I don't know where it is. I should bring it back. Look, Rev's talking about Berkey just right when I mentioned. I have a black Berkey water filter just in case. I have a good Berkey. I think what is mine, like a 5-gallon, or is it I think it's about a 5-gallon. Definitely more than the 2.5 gallon. So it comes with some good filters and a fluoride filter as well. So with the Berkey, it's quite an expensive gravity filter, but you can filter non-potable water. So you can go to the lake and filter that water and it'll be good. So it's like a camping supply. You don't have to go buy water. You can clean any water. So, the Berkey, I spent, my Berkey was probably over $300. I would say like 300 and change, 350, I would say, all in. And I've been using it for some time. I love it. But that's something you should have regardless, regardless of the market or the corona. It's like, you want to drink clean water. Why are you, ingesting the microplastics, the fluoride? There's no reason for that, guys. This is something we've been talking about, get good, clean food and get some good water. I mean, got Twitter, Champagne? Nah, I don't got Twitter. I don't tweet. Twitter. Listen, Twitter does not reward its content creators for making content. So I'm not going to be out there tweeting so that Twitter can advertise to my followers. They should pay me. You don't catch me on Facebook, on Twitter. You catch me on these platforms that I can monetize if I like. Because, come on. People are robbing everybody out there. Everybody works for free for Facebook and Twitter. Guys, everybody or the majority of people, I can't say everyone because I'm not on it. But, the majority of everyone out there works for Facebook and Twitter. I mean, even these corporations are putting free Facebook and Twitter logos on their packaging. I'm on Floxy, never heard on that. I've never heard Floxy. I'm on DLive, obviously. You're on it now. I have a Shift backpack and my kids do also just in case. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's like a disaster supply. Smart Champ, social media's filth, content should be paid. Great thought. Yeah, that's what it is, guys. I mean, I figure, listen, if I'm going to be online sharing my thoughts and the information that I have, I'm not going to let the powers that be the only one that profits from it. at least reward the content creator or give them, an opportunity. Like, listen, I'm on D Live and I'm not cashing out of D Live. I'm redistributing the lemons to the community. At least there's something there. Maybe it's nothing, but it's not much, but it's better than what Twitter gives you. I'll check out Floxy, like weed. I haven't heard of it, or Floyex, or whatever it's called. I'm saying Floxy. Floyex. Or it's Floxy, or whatever it may be. It's like Weed TV says, it's a cryptocurrency Twitter that rewards content creators. Yeah, I'll keep it in mind. I'm on Steam and I'm on D Live, and those have been the social media blockchains that have treated me well. Library is good. BitChute's good as well. But yeah, thanks for letting me know about that. Floxy, I'll keep that in mind. Sad fact is major social media is where the party and attention is, says Shlomo. It's like switching from WhatsApp to another messenger, sadly. Yeah, that's why I'm restreaming to both YouTube and D Live. I understand that, I understand that's where most of the people are and they're paying attention. So I accept the reality, but also I look forward and I stream to other platforms like D Live. I still post on Steam, and I'll check out these Floxy or FlowX or whatever it is. Markets are melting. Yeah, they're looking bad. It's looking bad out there. I would say, Derek, expect it for all markets. Digital Gold says he's got too many platforms already. All the pasta has been cleaned out of the UK marketplaces. Yeah, that sounds believable. We already got some of the non-perishable items, the rice, the beans, or the pasta. I got me a freezer. So, I got, as far as all that, I'm good. I'm not really that concerned, but what we got to be concerned is having some cash, because, you're already seeing pasta being sold out, alcohol being sold out. And if the markets go down, I wouldn't be surprised if they run out of cash. Checking out Steam Peak at the moment. Yeah, that's another port of entry to access the Steam blockchain. Bitcoin isn't even holding its value. No, everything's going down right now. That's everything's going to go down. That's a given. Now, the question is right now, Derek, and everybody else listening, is what assets are going to hold their value more than others? But what we're going to see, everything's going to go down. I don't think, everything's going to go down. I would even expect at some point the price of gold to be impacted too, because there's people that are going to have to cover their margins. People are getting liquidated out there. So look, gold is already under pressure right now. It's not down that much. It's down 0.51%, but it's not booming. You see what I'm saying? It's holding itself pretty well. Oil is collapsing, Derek. We just mentioned it at the beginning of the broadcast. And I said this last week. I said we may even see $20, $30 a barrel. And now, last time I checked, it was like at $33 a barrel. And I would expect more pressure, guys. And the bottom line here is, Corona or not, a lot of China is not showing up to work. A lot of the shipments are not being sent out. A lot of things are slowing down. So, you should be, instead of worrying about the flu, get a surgical mask and put it on your debit card. Hurry up and put it on your debit card. Wipe your debit card with a little alcohol right now. Derek says this is a great opportunity. This is, and I've said, I'm glad you're being positive, Derek. Let's actually say that there is going to be an opportunity here for somebody to pump. Okay, if you're in a position and you're ready to go, I think that right now, during the Great Depression, there were certain people that became rich and wealthy, and this could be part two. You're right, Real James. I don't know, but the good part about it is at least the crypto community here is not like over-invested in legacy systems. So it's not like the normies out there that are getting wiped out with their 401ks and all their stocks and their bonds are looking bad. At least over here, yeah, we're holding some Bitcoin. It's down a little bit, but I don't see the doom and gloom as bad as the legacy system. And then hopefully maybe some of these boomers have a little one in the chamber here, and once things kind of settle down, they can start buying at discount prices. You never know. Maybe, perhaps, possibly, allegedly, in my opinion. I got to say it 13 times because there's some cucks out there that thinks that Champagne's their daddy, which I'm not, although maybe I should be. Dito D says, please play back Charles Hoskinson's thoughts on the issue we're discussing. Ooh, I don't even remember that. I talked to Hoskinson maybe a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago. I don't remember what his thoughts were on what we're discussing. Or maybe you're talking about another interview. Derek says, I'm ready to go. I have cash ready to be deployed and intentionally opted out of my 401k because I saw this coming. So you're good. You're good. Actually, you may be a winner. And listen, and a lot of the guys in here are pretty good. How do you feel about gold, Champagne? Honest opinion, I feel it's pretty good. I think it's a hard asset, and it's looking a lot more favorable than a lot of other things right now. In fact, I would say that gold is looking more stable than Bitcoin is. Now, that being said, I don't see the price of gold or the precious metals asset class to be to gain more weight than the crypto class in the midterm, but it may be a safer play, you know. Now, as far as gold and precious metals, don't be buying these papers. Go get real coins. Go get real gold and have it in your hands. If you're going to go into the metals, go and hold it in your hands. And don't sleep on silver. Silver is a steal right now. And you'll be surprised. I mean, silver is divisible. There's these silver 1 gram coins, and you could technically use them if you had to. Dito D just said Hoskinson streamed earlier. No, I didn't catch it. I'll probably catch it after this broadcast. The Real James says, I like gold. I'm just scared the U.S. will ban it again. Yeah, but you can think, listen, you could think that about any type of asset. You can say that about gold. You could say that about crypto. Shit, you could even say that about cash. Now they're talking about cash may be infected. So, don't let fear, don't let the fear get to you. Don't be so scared. Sell gold as soon as everything is set back to prices like WeTV because the price will go down and everything is back to normal. Yeah, but we're way from that right now. I don't know if we're in a position of people getting their gold confiscated and freezing. I don't know if we're there, but even that being said, what do you think they're going to go into everybody's house and see if you had gold under your mattress? There's a lot of metal out there, guys. Come on. And how long did that last? Two things to look at, and I would, keep focus on this. And this is actually a good sign right now. You can see the government bonds for the 10-year. It has gone up slightly to 0.587. This is still a bloodbath. It's still horrible looking, but it's better than what it was at this morning. And this is a tell, bonds are a safe haven. Okay, people, put their money so that they don't lose any more. And a lot of wealth managers will dump a lot of money into these 10 years to just basically stop the bleeding. And because of that, a lot of people are moving into the bonds, and it causes the rates to go down. Just last week we went over 1%. Now we're back to 0.59. It's gaining a little weight right now. But this is something to look at. And this is kind of a tell as to how strong things are. And right now it's weak. And then, of course, keep an eye on the futures, the crude oil, the lifeblood of the military-industrial complex. I would expect this to dip into the 20s. And look out, listen, everybody's, oil's crashing and everything, but look out to your local gas station. You may be able to fill up the tank for less than $2 now, a gallon. So, it's not all doom and gloom. You may pull up on the gas station right now and get, gallon for $2. Honest opinion on Ripple's future, the Real James is, I'm not a good person to ask about Ripple. I'm a hater of Ripple. I think it's a piece of trash and it's just a glorified database. But I understand that I'm biased. Government debt and liabilities will bring the market to collapse. Obviously, debt is the problem, guys. And they're going to continue to issue more debt. And that's the name of the game, guys. That's what banks do. They sell debt. So they're getting an erection. They're going, oh, more debt, more debt. It's like Manarino says, guys, follow Manarino because I've mentioned him a lot of times. I've been watching him. He's one of the ones that sticks to the markets. And like he said, their game plan is to be the buyers and lenders of last resort. It's like, they're like a monopoly on all money. You only got to go through them, the final bank. And it certainly seems to be some truth to that. Interest rates are going to go to zero. I think so. Yeah. And they may even become negative. So expect more blood in the streets. And as they try to get a handle on this, I really don't know where we're headed here, but it's looking like a bloodbath. It's definitely the possibility of this looking worse than 2008 is on the table. All that being said, if you have a little cash, you can make a move. There's some people that are actually going to win. And hopefully, you got your supplies ready to weather this economic storm because, guys, it's not about the flu. It's about the economy right now. Ripple 20 cents, the so-called Ripple armies hyping them up since 2 years, solid hype. Garling Hans and Bloomberg TV, new bank contracts. 20 cents I read so much that it goes to $10 end of year. I've never been interested in Ripple. It's always looked like a piece of trash to me. That being said, I don't know if it's going to go up or down. I just, honest opinion, I'm biased. That's true. I'm biased. So... now, don't take my word for it. It just doesn't look like a crypto to me. It looks like a glorified database. How long we been on? An hour and 7 minutes. And we didn't get into any biblical talk or any conspiracy talk today, which is interesting to say the least. But the only thing that the U.S. can do is supply more debt. Exactly. Nothing else. I think it's going to be a depression because we get everything from China. Now it's time to build here in America like World War II. Yeah, and because of that, manufacturing may increase on this side of the world. Look out, for Mexico, some of the third world countries. Listen, if China's not the option, these corporations will go exploit somebody else in the third world. And that's kind of what it is when you're dealing with free markets. That's something that people don't really understand. Free markets causes human capital to have to move. And that human capital may move to, Central America. I don't know. And, another thing that I noticed was Trump out there hanging out with the Indians in India. It looks like India may be the next China too. I don't know. Best crypto channel, says Shlomo. It's important to keep the cool. Every 7 years, you have a man-made drama. Everything will be okay soon. Keep the cool. Don't sell your BTC. Yeah, listen. I wouldn't say get out of BTC. BTC is here to stay. I don't know if it's going to be king forever, but I would say the only reason that anybody should have to sell, some of these cryptos if they're really hard pressed for cash and they got to cover themselves some way. But other than that, I would hold it on. Brazil will be the new China. That could be, it could be South America, Central America. It could be India. But, China's not going to always be the only manufacturer out there. Derek says, I'm pro free market. So was I for the most part. But, when you're completely free and you really start to think about it, free markets could displace a lot of populations. And it could be a strain on building a family in a certain place because, as soon as the market changes, then you got to move to get the job. And you may have to move around the world 20, 30, 40, 50 times just chasing the dollars because of free market. So free markets can displace populations. And that's something they don't tell you in school. China will be the new America. I don't know. I don't think so. James Ricker says Bitcoin to 200. If that falls, I'm going all in. Yeah, I've heard those crazy price predictions, but people in Brazil are ready for jobs. They're all waiting for it. All my friends, they are saying the same. There is no job. And maybe this will ramp up manufacturing on the Western world. This could ramp up more manufacturing in Brazil, Central America, and shit, even maybe here in the United States. Jojo says, are my comments showing? Now that one is. Jojo, I saw that one. Well, we've been on for almost an hour. Dito, thanks again for the 100 lemons. Let's do one more lemon. Let's do one more lemon distribution right now, just because. Go over to D Live right now. I'm adding another 50 in the box. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm going to do a lemon distribution to end this broadcast. We're doing 2 today because it's not about FUD. It's about fun sometimes as well. So let me drop a bomb. Boom. Let me go ahead and redistribute these lemons. Click on claim rewards right now, and we'll find out who the lucky winner is in 30 seconds. Submit. Oh, I just threw another 50. Okay, you guys got lucky. More crypto, more crypto. You get a lemon. They get a lemon. She gets a lemon. Kaboom! In 30 seconds. In 13 seconds. Five. And Like Weed is the lucky winner today. He got 100 lemons. There you go. He just said that lemons are like fiat. If that's the case, you can give them all back. If that's the case, give them all back. If that's the case, you could just dump them all back. Shout out to you. He's the lucky winner. Shout out to Deedle D for the tippage. Digital Gold, CryptoZilla, the rest of the boomers out there. And that was a little lemonade for you maniacs out there. A little lemonade. Shout out to Digital Gold, Common Sense, Brazil. No, Derek McLean. Put it back in the chest now for the others. Yeah, I will. You threw me 100? Like Weed, he gave it back. Okay, I'll put it back. Boom. There you go. So that'll be in the chest, guys. Thanks a lot, Weed T. We Like Weed. Yeah, I mean, listen, these lemons are probably less than a penny. But it's always fun. And that's what we've been doing here. Like Weed out there. Shout out to you. So we did 2 redistributions today, and we'll do some tomorrow. We got some in the chest, and we'll keep it up. Why not, guys? Thank you so much to Like Weed. Take one more peek at these futures before we sign out. Crude oil at 34. It's a little higher. We're going to see some ups and downs today, but it's going to be an interesting week, guys. It's going to be a real interesting week. Just be prepared. Have those, have one in the chamber. Have a little extra cash just in case, things get funny bunny. But I would expect cryptos to do better than the oils. I'll tell you that much. All right, shout out to Blades Leg. He says check market cap. That's what we did at the beginning of the broadcast. You're a little late, but you could see a trading view at 77.26. Like Weed, thanks so much. And shout out to Digital Gold and Common Sense, the rest of the boomers out there. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. We went on a little longer than expected today. But stay focused out there. Throw some weight on the bar and stay strong out there, guys. I don't want anybody looking like Vitalik here in the population of the chat box. Okay, if we're gonna be under a recession, you want to be strong out there. Please, don't look like Vitalik. That's all I got to say to you guys. Put some weight on the bar. Take care, everyone. Indeed. Shout out to Digital Gold, Blades Legs, Like Weed, CryptoZilla, XPO, and the rest of the boomers. Good vibes, indeed. Stay strong out there, guys. I'll catch you guys. If not today, I'll be back tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, your favorite D live streamer's favorite live streamer, your favorite tuber's favorite tuber, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.